Well, how's it going, everybody? This is Timothy Holt. We're back. It is warm in the greenhouse. Actually, look right here on the thermometer. And this is in the greenhouse. So my thermometer goes up to 120 degrees, and right now it is maxed out at 120. So it is definitely warm right here. I did have this hanging on a nail on the corner, but I wanted to get soil temps, so I just kind of left it to the side here. Alright, a couple of things I wanted to touch on this week. It has been warm, it's been rainy. Right now I have my drip system going. The sides are completely up in the greenhouse, and it's still 120 degrees underneath this. I really got to do something about cooling this off. So I'm thinking of putting in some shade cloth in here. I don't want to take the plastic completely off because I think if I do, I won't be able to reuse it next year, and I don't want to buy new. So instead what I'm going to do is get some hooks and hook on these rafters and put up some tarps, like blue tarps or actual shade cloth, so I can cut down on this sun that's beaming in here. 120 degrees, way too hot for most of the crops I have. A couple of things you'll probably see here. I still have seed trays in here with those herbs. Some of them are doing really well, some of them not so much. Just take a look. I put them in pots. This is almost ready to start clipping, so I can start clipping that and using it. It's good stuff. But again, the heat is definitely proving to be a little bit of a problem, so I need to get something in here that's gonna cool it off. It's been breezy, it's been windy, but it's just baking. One thing that's really nice, and I'll show you, is this broccoli real quick here. So check out that broccoli, okay? If you recall watching previous videos earlier in the spring, I planted the broccoli because a couple people I know asked if I would, and I happen to have the seeds. I didn't expect it to do anything, and it's really tall. It is loving it in here, as you can tell. There's also some arugula. I'm not sure why it's growing here with the broccoli. I don't remember planting it. So I think that might have been some spilt seed that just happened to grow. And then there's these tomato plants kind of sparsely in here, like this one. Here's a couple more right there. And right here is a nice size, two nice size ones. Again, I did not plant those. Actually, almost all of the tomato plants I have growing, I did not actually plant. I think they're spilt seed from last year or just last year's crop falling to the ground. I'm okay with that, obviously. This is that salad greens. I've had 2 cuts on this already. I cut it last week and I cut it 3 weeks ago. So it is doing really well. As you can see, this will be a 3rd cut. Probably get that cut Sunday morning, maybe Monday, for a 3rd cut, and then I'll pull it out. I have some new plants growing right here. This is new seed that I planted with that cedar, and it won't take very long before it's up. The big thing is these Little Marvel sweet pea. If you look at all those beautiful white flowers, I mean, they're just gorgeous. So I tried the string guidelines last year. They worked really well for the tomatoes and the peas. This year they're leaning way out, and I'm trying to get them to follow those guidelines up, but they're not really wanting to hang on to them as like they did last year. So there's these feelers right here, little fingers. They hook on and they wrap around whatever trellis or guides you have. You can use tomatoes, You can use tomato cages. I've seen, see, you can definitely tell right there, they just latch on. So if you can get them to hook, you don't want to rip them, you just want to kind of guide them to hook. They will just grow right on up. The thing is, as you can see, right there's my walkway and I'm almost straight over top of it. They're definitely leaning towards the shade unless the sun. So they're going away from these guides, which makes it more difficult to get them to hook on and grow the way I want them to. So I got to keep guiding them and working them out. It did rain this morning. I was expecting the rain this morning to cool things off in here, and it obviously did not. But that's it right there. Some of the peppers are coming up, but not many. I'm really happy with the salad greens. And that is just an update I wanted to show you guys and touch base here in the greenhouse. So just give you an idea of what's going on here. Broccoli's doing really well. Salad greens are doing really well. Sugar snap peas or little marbles is the variety of pea that I grow here at Holt Growers, and as you can see, they're growing well. We'll probably have pea pods forming early next week. The big thing is it's just getting way too hot here. We're still in spring. We still get cool in the evening and overnight. So I'm considering, my idea is to just get some hooks, screw the hooks into these rafters, and hang some of the blue tarping shade cloth that I have already, and just hang it right off of these rafters. See if that's going to cool it off. It should cool it off pretty well in here. I don't want to block too much of the sun because most of the crops grow best in full sun, but they can't handle the heat yet. I don't have warm crops in here yet, like Swiss chard. The radishes can handle it, the carrots can handle it. But the salad greens are still the cold weather crops. The arugula, the black Samson. So I need to get some Swiss chard in here, and that's what I'll be planning when that salad mix gets cut beginning of next week. I will be replacing it with some Swiss chard. So, as always, get out, grow some today. It is way too warm in here for me to continue with this video. It's a real short video this week. Get out, grow some today, enjoy the weather, and may God richly bless you.